Question 1. Write down a pair of integers whose A part sum is -7, B difference is -10, C sum is 0. So here is the solution. One such pair could be, if you take A as -10 and B is 3, and when you add them, what happens? Signs are different, we subtract them and sign comes of bigger number. So subtraction leads to 7 and sign comes of greater number, that was here -10. B part, difference is -10. Now two numbers can be taken as -6 and 4. Now we have to subtract it, therefore minus sign came here. Since the signs are same, we add them and signs come of negative number only. So -10. Now sum is 0. You can take any number for this case. Just make the signs opposite. If you are taking -3, then you have to take +3. They cancel out each other, but they are simply additive inverse of each other. So that was your first question. Second, A. Write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. B. Write a negative integer and a positive integer whose sum is -5. C. Write a negative integer and a positive integer whose difference is -3. So solution is, number first is write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. So let's take two negative integers as -2 and -10. Now we are asked to find the difference. So when you subtract it, therefore minus sign came here and we put -10 in bracket in order to simplify our calculation. Minus is plus, therefore -2 plus 8. We subtract it because signs are different and sign comes of greater number, that was plus, therefore +8 comes. Now B part, write a negative integer and a positive integer whose sum is -5. Now we are asked to find negative integer and positive integer. So let's take -6 and +1 as two negative integer and positive integer. Now whose sum? When we add it, signs are different, we subtract them actually and sign comes of greater number. Therefore 6 minus 1 is 5 and sign comes of greater number, that was minus in this case. Now write a negative integer and a positive integer whose difference is -3. Now we are asked to find the difference that we will subtract, and negative integer is -1 and positive integer is 2. So we have to subtract, therefore minus sign comes, and since the signs are same, we add them up. Therefore 3 and sign comes of negative number, therefore -3. This is your required answer, and that was your question number 2. Third, in a quiz, team A scored -40, 10, 0 and team B scored 10, 0 and -40 in 3 successive rounds. Which team scored more? Can we say that we can add integers in any order? Well, let's do it. So first of all, which team scored more? Let's add them up. So -40 plus 10. Signs are different. Therefore, we subtract them and sign comes of greater number. And 0 doesn't matter. Okay. Therefore, -30 is your answer. That is total score of team A. 0 doesn't matter again. Now, if you see for the team B, scores are same, that is 10 and -40. Again the same thing, -30 comes. So scores of both the teams are same. Can we say that we can add integers in any order? Well, yes, we can say. Why? Because we have studied in this chapter that addition is commutative for integers. For example, if you swap -40 and 10 as it was in the case of here, in general for any two integers A and B, we can say that A plus B equal to B plus A. So it is commutative. Commutative is just changing their positions. So here A was 40 and B was 10. There B was 10 and A was -40. Therefore, with the addition is commutative for integers. Fourth, fill in the blanks to make the following statements true. So first part is, as you can see here, this number is just commuting. So we will use commutative property because commutative over addition, integers are commutative over addition, therefore we will just use -5 because they are reversing. So here we are actually not calculating, we are using properties. This has to be kept in mind. Now here, what you see in left hand side is -53. What should be added to it? so we get the same number, while we have studied in this chapter that it is additive identity. So that is 0 for every integer. Now here what we are getting 0 on right hand side. That means we have to use additive inverse, and additive inverse is always opposite to that given number. Now here 13 plus minus 12, so here pairing is done. So you can say associative property over addition. First here last two pairs are arranged, here first two pairs are arranged. So only thing left here is 7, that is minus 7 to be very precise. So this is just we are using the properties, not doing actual calculation. Now here you can see in first left hand side the last two integers are bracketed, whereas right hand side first two. Now minus 3 is left, therefore we will use minus 3 because integers are associative over addition. That was your last question.